On the morning of October 9th, a 58-year-old hunter named Walter D. Renner photographed a set of barefoot tracks in the woods behind his home. Each one measuring 18¼ inches long, pressed 4 inches deep into ground that would not hold his own boot print past half an inch. He had walked that land for 50 years. The hardwood stretch behind the property on Coldbrook Lane was the kind of forest you stopped seeing after a while. All the same oaks and the same deadfall, the smell of wet leaves and cold dirt, a place he knew so well he could find the old fence line in full dark. He hunted it every autumn. Nothing about it had ever frightened him. That first evening ran long. 12 hours, no game, exhaustion setting in as the light went out of the trees. At around 9 o'clock, he switched on his night vision unit and picked his way through the brush, and that was when he saw the buck standing in a small clearing 65 yards out. One shot. He watched it drop and slide behind cover. When he reached the spot, there was no deer. Almost no blood. He searched in widening circles for 23 minutes by his watch. No drag mark, no hair, no track leading out. The insects had gone quiet, which he noticed only because he had never once heard them stop before. He told himself the animal had gotten up and run, and he walked home, and he did not sleep well. The following morning he returned and searched again. Still nothing, but near the clearing in the soft earth by a fallen limb were the tracks, human in shape, wrong in every dimension. The stride between them measured nearly 9 feet. He photographed them. He measured them against his own foot. Then he did what people do, which is decide there had to be an explanation, and he went back to his life. He fed his dogs. He fixed the gutter. He tried to forget. According to a written account he later gave to a wildlife officer, 31 days passed before the next thing happened. On the evening of November 9th, just before sunset, Renner looked out his kitchen window and saw a deer carcass lying in the exact centre of his backyard. No tyre tracks, no footprints crossing the frost, nothing disturbed in the 40 yards between the tree line and the body. He walked out to it slowly. He recognised the antler pattern immediately, the split on the left brow tine he had noticed through the scope, and when he crouched down, he found the bullet wound. It was on the left flank, high behind the shoulder, exactly where he remembered aiming a month before. The animal should have been rotted to bone after 4 weeks in open weather. It was not. The body was intact, cool and faintly stiff, as though it had died within the hour. In the damp soil beside it were the same enormous tracks coming out of the woods and stopping at the carcass. None of them led away. Renner reported the sounds that started afterward, though he could never describe them well. A low knocking from the tree line, something that answered his dogs and then went silent when they did. His 3 trail cameras began cutting out at the same moment every night, 7:41, all 3 at once, resuming at daybreak with the intervening hours simply gone. He moved to his daughter's home the following spring and stopped hunting. He gave the photographs to the officer, who filed them and, by his own admission, did nothing further with them. The most recent camera Renner left behind on the property recorded normally for 11 nights after he moved out. On the 12th night, it stopped at 7:41, the same as always, except this time it turned to face the house.